Happy summer, Chatterboxes! Today we are going to start summer off. It's the second day of summer for us with a very fun but also hard-hitting video with some hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, we're gonna take a spin on the would you rather and who's most likely to games, but with very deep discussions so that we can provoke some reflection. This is a summer about reflecting because this is our last summer as kids kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to do this to start off our reflecting and our thoughts and thinking deeply.
Yep.
And we have friends to help us.
Before we start off, we'll introduce ourselves again if you're new. So I am Audrey.
And I am Pallavi.
And yeah, we'll be using these to
let's do a little haul. This is from March, April, around this time, spring break.
I was sitting at a pool. That's why I look so happy, because I was waiting for summer to start, and getting those vibes already. Even though it's been really gloomy today, right outside, it's been raining hard, and just now we went to get some coffee, and we were violently splattered. And I only had a tiny umbrella.
I know.
But yeah, enough lore dropping. And this is from two days ago.
With, no context.
We just had DTF.
Yeah, we DTF'd and then we went
Didn't
we went to this ice cream shop. We didn't eat the ice cream, but we were just there.
And we were just talking and having fun. And I think she was pretty happy about something. Should we start?
Yes. So we're going to start with our first question, which is...
who is most likely to take a completely different path of life in 10 years? Is this with the knowledge that both of us are going into law?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So I think for me at least, knowing myself, I have a feeling that even if I study law or I might not or whatever happens with uni, I still do think there's a very high percentage chance that I will change my career path, because in general I think that's something I've been thinking about for the last few months, is that even if I choose something, it might not be my future exactly, because I like a lot of things and I've done a lot of very different things in my life, and I think for me I'm easily I can easily change my mind on stuff, and I can always switch is something that I've done a lot in the past, and in the last few months as well, with dropping different activities to make time for other things, and just because of rules, I've really realized that the variety of things that I've done kind of contribute to the fact that my future might not be as set in stone as other people's, because I've just always done a really random range of activities, but I think that's just who I've always been. And I like a lot of different things. So even if I'm going to study law, I don't know if I will fully be a lawyer, or maybe I'll be something really different.
Yeah, I also chose you. I think law, or just legal knowledge is a good skill set to have. But I see you as a really good, communicator and just, collaborator. So you'll definitely be working in, field with people. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's gonna be in a corporate setting or just any setting, or human rights even, but I don't know if you're gonna be a hardcore lawyer, but definitely something that you'll you'll definitely just go into something that you thrive in and be in an environment where you can work the best in. And I don't know if that's gonna be hardcore legaling or I don't know,
low
Harvey Spectering,
or low core paralegal,
definitely something.
Yeah, I agree. This was something I had to think about, if it was gonna be her or me, but I think it's me.
But I don't know.
I think
I'd go somewhere along the direct path too, but I might change courses later in life, or do a side hustle.
Yeah, I have a feeling with you, it's more of your path will stay the same, but you're gonna side hustle something you really like, whether that's media or something like that.
Yeah. But
you won't actually be working in media.
Yeah, because I feel I'm not someone who likes to change my environment a lot, because I take a lot of time just getting used to one environment. So I think maybe I'll grow into it, or I don't know, who knows, but I'll definitely not be that type of girl who's changing jobs every year.
I'm more of a community person, so regardless of which community it is, I just want to be like surrounded with people. Like definitely that's my vibe.
Okay, moving on. Wow, that was
The
6
first
minutes
successful
already.
question.
Who is most likely to leave everything behind and start fresh?
Ready, set, go.
Oh,
yeah.
You were gonna raise yourself.
No,
though.
but I was like,
I did
nah.
think you for a second,
But I don't think I'd switch everything up. I think if it's like leave everything behind, like that part, that's you.
But I think it's also knowing that I don't really have family anywhere else, like, because all of my family is like here or in China. So like, once I go to college, I'll basically be on my own and just like have some people from our school around probably. But yeah, I might change some aspects of my life.
I think when I was like choosing, it's like if I was gonna leave things behind and like start fresh, I don't think I'd literally leave everything behind. Like I think for me, starting fresh would be like switching my major or like switching a friend group or like
Maybe
joining a club. But if it's like, I think you are like, if you switch, you switch. Like you don't like I think it's like the difference between like what's switching and like starting over, like that definition and like what you think starting over and starting fresh means is like the difference between us. Like I think both of us could, but I think if it's like fully starting fresh, it's you. If it's like just changing a lot of things, it's me. Yeah.
But I don't think I would fully start fresh either. But like my life would just naturally change once I go to somewhere so far away.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm kind of scared, guys. But
it's okay.
The future holds things we
don't know.
Can't even predict.
Yeah, we really can't.
Yeah, and all of our best days are ahead of us. Trust.
Facts.
So
next,
who's most likely to
be remembered for how they made people feel?
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah,
Yes.
you for sure.
I agree.
Because, like, you're just, like, a really good, like, friend and easy person
thanks.
to talk to.
Wow.
And just, like, even your laugh is very radiant and nice. So, yeah.
Wow, this
I
is
think
such
people
glaze.
would remember how you made them feel.
I think also with, like, because I really like community, like, we did this exercise of values, like, a few days ago in school about, like, what we think our biggest values are, and community was my top value.
Yeah.
And I think that's like just because I'm like a big people person, and like I just like, even my teacher, I remember in like one of my classes, she like psychoanalyzed everyone, and she said for me, I remember I told you this, she said for me, like, I gain energy from like the people I'm around, and like when I'm alone, like I'm not like discouraged or anything, but I just prefer like being with people. Like others, when they like go home after hanging out, it's like they're drained, but then she said for me, she thinks like I gain energy rather than lose. And I think that's also how like I want to be, like making other people feel. But I think in general, like everything I've done is like about making people feel.
I have something to say as well, but I want to shout out someone because we kind of generated this question with chat, and the second like sub question was like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? So I thought of Mika and his grad speech.
Shout
even
out
though
Mika.
I wasn't there, but I watched it on YouTube.
I was there. It was so
just
good.
to feel inspired, but it was a really good speech. So yeah, nice job. He talked about how it wasn't like a legacy that you want to leave behind, but it's more so like the little moments and like the forgotten moments in like how people made you feel that you want to like remember, you know?
Yeah, shout out
That
Mika.
was really random.
No, but it's facts. I was there like watching it, and it was like one of those speeches that made you like rethink a lot of things and like how you prioritize like things. Like it's like making me realize, especially with like only 1 year of high school left, that I don't want to be as concerned about like very materialistic things.
So this is the last question, but who is most likely to grow into a version of themselves they never imagined? Okay.
You know already? Okay, I think I know.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. Oh, we're
what?
split. I think it's me.
Maybe
I think
we're
it's her.
both like hopeful for our futures.
That's
then.
true. That's a good sign that we
Ooh.
picked ourselves, because
Yeah.
we think that we can do something
I mean,
different.
it's like that thing where you like look back on your past self and you're like imagining how they would react to you now, but I don't think they would know that I've been doing all this stuff in my life, and like I don't think they could have predicted that my life could turn out this way, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's so unpredictable, and like I've just done so many things that I think I'm like such a different person to even like 2 years ago, like sophomore year.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah,
But
I'm definitely way more different than I also like imagine being. Like, I don't think I ever imagined that this is how I would be, and like not in a bad way. Like, I'm very happy with the person
same.
I am, but it's like this is not what I thought I would be like when I was in middle school. Like, this is not like the life I imagined to have in like almost like it sounds depressing, but like I really didn't think I'd be like this, like outgoing and like I didn't think that, because like what is this lore? But like anyways, so like in middle school, like I don't know, because it was all distance learning, and like I didn't really have as many good friends. Like my friend group was like nothing. And then like when I had like finally met this friend group that we're in right now, like honestly, like thank God for that, because like a lot of the things I did came from like being around people who were also like interested
motivating
and
you
like
to do it.
and like wanted to try new things, wanted to be involved in like in leadership roles and like taking like action in like the communities. And like honestly, like that is already one part of it. And like if I stayed like friends with some of the people I was friends with before, like
they ain't watching this.
But like not like that. Like it's not that they were bad people, but it's like looking at the person I am now and the person I was when I was with them,
the values
like,
you had were just so different.
It's like astronomical, the changes that happened, because like I was like completely prioritizing things that I didn't really think were important then. Like the things I was interested in and like doing before were like not at all what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's good though, I think.
I already kind of fulfilled the grow into a version of someone you didn't imagine.
Yeah.
Because I did not imagine this.
I mean, honestly, after you ghosted me for like a year and a half, I didn't imagine we could ever be
friends.
as close as we were in like primary school or like elementary school, even though we actually were not even
close
that close.
We were not close.
What is this lore?
No, we weren't close, because I think when you're a kid, you just don't know anything. Like you were talking about like random things, like the Oreos in our snack box, like those were all like the things you talk about. And we played like we were just like living our lives, but we weren't like conscious enough to make
I think
like
that's
choices.
like the beauty of childhood though. Just like playing and living all the time.
But I think also like the beauty
of
of
emotional intelligence and like what's it called, like
conscious thoughts and emotions. Like I think that's like the beauty of this age, like as hormonal and moody teenagers can be, but like at least we're able to like think coherently.
But I also never thought I would have such a supportive and like fun friend group and like best friend, honestly. Like I never thought you could be this close to someone and just like
understand them to like another like
and
level,
be in like comfortable silence with people and like
not have anything you don't want to share, like share everything
and just be like comfortable in school, honestly, and like with all your teachers, because I used to be really shy in 9th grade and like every teacher on my report card would be like she should speak more, but now I think it's like very good that I'm like engaging in class and stuff. So definitely really different, and have learned a lot of things over the course of these past 3 years.
And going into the last like not even year, like 9 months, let's say, like even if it's already coming to an end, like I can say like very strongly that I really enjoyed and like lived my high school very happily. And like I'm not mad that I didn't do certain things and like I didn't do like some kinds of activities, because I did everything I wanted to do.
I have like, no regrets, honestly.
Like I took the risks that I'm happy I did, and like I joined things and I like met new people and I made friends that I'm all like glad to have. And even if like relationships with some people even didn't work out, like that's like fine with me too, because like that's the point of life as well, is like realizing that some people aren't meant for you and that you are meant for some other people too.
And the fact this only happened in like 4 years is crazy, because like imagine what's gonna happen in the next like 20 years of our life. Like this
even
is
in the
just
next like 5,
bro.
Like Winston Churchill was once saying, as terrible of a person he was, he had a great quote about that.
And the secret ingredient of life is experience.
But there is no secret ingredient. It's just love, because love is the most important thing in the world.
I agree.
Shout out.
Platonic love, romantic love, familial love,
every kind
love
of
for
love.
life,
Love for yourself.
Yes.
Love is the most important thing. Like, someone asked me that question before, like a few weeks ago, like, what do you think the most important thing is? And everyone was saying, like, oh, like happiness. And I was like, no, like, love is the most important thing in the
happiness
world.
comes from love.
But everything comes from love. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be happy and you can't be thriving if you don't love. And
That's
like,
true.
love is just the premises of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's the final note we'll end on before our screams that could be heard
Oh my
from
gosh,
the theater.
yeah. We're watching, what's it called?
Final Destination Bloodlines.
We're like the only like 20 people in the cinema.
And like, just so you know, we're not really into horror, and
We're, like,
the literal
rom-com
poster
girls.
of the movie is a skull.
We're just like rom-com girls and we're going to watch this. Guys, pray for us.
So yeah, have a nice summer. We'll come back with much more every
Saturday for the
Let's
next.
just post today.
We're gonna. Yeah.
We were gonna post on Monday,
Yeah,
but
if you're seeing this, we surprised you guys.
Yep.
Every Saturday for the summer.
Have a good summer, Chatterboxes.
Bye.